Iraqi lobster and butter sauce. Hello, we are in a dim room in the town of Choman, North Iraq, Iraqi Kurdistan, not far from the Iranian border. And our plan for today is to start trekking towards the top of Mount Halgurd, second highest mountain in the country, in Iraq. How we ended up here yesterday was quite an adventure again. We got a taxi from Erbil.
Shared taxi.
A shared taxi, of course, yeah. 15,000 Iraqi dinars per person, which is $10, 10 euro, or whatever. Took some 3-4 hours, yeah. And we met some people there that other people along the way directed us to. Yeah, we ended up here somehow. It wasn't easy to find accommodation. This is apparently the only place offering accommodation, quite reluctantly. And after quite some serious effort to communicate with them, a lot of pantomime, and we took our gestures to the next level. Anyhow, yeah, it's dim in here, but the sun is shining outside, it's very bright. We are surrounded by beautiful craggy mountains. And now our main concern is whether we will be allowed to go to the mountain. So we are going alone without a guide, and of what we have heard, there is a good chance that the army is going to, yeah, and turn us back. So we will know at the checkpoint. We will have to walk 3.8 kilometers along the main road, and then we leave that one towards the mountains. And soon thereafter, so the checkpoint coming, and then we will know. Hopefully we'll manage to convince them. And they will let us go. I hope they will, so let's find out. And here we are walking along Choman's main road. It happened to be election day, so the street was full with soldiers and various other people celebrating and perhaps protesting and whatever else they may have been doing. So we started our way, and our friend here offered to give us a ride to the trailhead, next village. Very kind of him.
They are going to the mountain.
He speaks very good English, very helpful around here. So we are going to save this 3.8 kilometers to the trailhead.
Customs police?
Yeah. I'm in the border.
At the border?
Yeah. Are you been in there for the night time?
So we saved a good part of the way.
Yeah.
We crossed the river and we're heading straight up. We're waiting for the checkpoint any moment now. Let's see where that's going to be.
Oh really? Any moment now?
I suppose so, yeah.
Shit.
So we got yet another ride. This goes pretty smoothly so far.
Yeah.
Let's see. And right here is the checkpoint. Many hours later, lots of things happened in the meanwhile, too many to narrate here, so I will write about it all in the story. Sophie's plucking apples. I have one myself too.
Ooh, pomegranate.
Pomegranates, yeah.
You like pomegranate?
Absolutely, yeah.
This camera?
This camera, yeah. Recording the trip.
Nice camera.
So yeah, last we were stopped by the Peshmerga in near Nazawa. A lot followed. They took us to the security office in the town. They were going to give us a permission, but they never did. So yeah, we are trying to go up another way from the west side of the mountain, and we met our friend here, Umed, And at the restaurant we were having lunch there, and he's brought us up here to Desla village, so we're going to continue from up here. Now this is a nice view they've got over here.
Stunning, isn't it? Good boy.
So at last we are ready to start hiking. It's almost sunset, but that guy who brought us up here. He gave us a ride. We met all his cousins and brothers, his family up here. He treated us to plenty of fruit, so we have some extra weight to carry, but yeah, plenty of nice fresh fruit to eat on the way up. So our plan for today is to go to Nelme. That's perhaps a little settlement or just a decent camping ground. 3.2 kilometers from here. We sleep there, and tomorrow we will make it hopefully to the foot of the summit to climb it the day after. Let's see how this is going. At last walking.
I know. Been walking all day.
The way to that first settlement was very easy. The trails were good and the inclination smooth. The surrounding views were absolutely stunning, staring at the distant mountains. It took us perhaps an hour or two to make it to our camping spot shortly after sunset. This beautiful little plateau over here, that's where we will be sleeping for tonight. So far so good, no peshmerga, no anything. We will find some water over there for sure, and yeah, we continue tomorrow. It's really beautiful around here, utterly quiet. Just this quiet is absolutely profound. I very much like it already. This is going to be a nice trip. What do you think, Sophie?
I agree.
What a way to wake up. The dog hasn't set up in maybe an hour now.
An hour, is it? I thought it was 10 minutes.
Was it? I don't know. I was sleeping, but he was parking before as well.
He was, but wasn't that 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, not continuous. Yeah. We'll have to find some way to oust him. Shut the fuck up, for fuck's sake. A beautiful morning on this remote plateau. That dog was a pain in the ass, but the other one was really nice, sitting quietly outside of our tent, waiting for something to nibble. He ended up having some of our grapes, and Sophie said that apparently that wasn't good for him. I hope he was alright after all. We are packed ready. Our friend here sits down. He's nice and quiet. We are going to have some breakfast. The fruits we got yesterday from what was his name, Umed's garden. We've got a pomegranate, some grapes, we've got apples as well. Have we got anything else, Sophie?
In there it's grapes and pomegranate.
Yeah, and we also got some apples somewhere else. But let's have this for now. And then yeah, we are on our way. Backpack shouldered and striding. Lovely shade. It's getting hot over here. It's like 10:30.
I'm leading.
Lead, Sophie, lead.
I will.
Here it is. We are getting some good views of the summit. We are planning to be there tomorrow morning. Ananas. Another little settlement over here, the last one we saw. Some nice fresh water here.
Stay hydrated, kids.
Especially under the sun. Contrary to my expectations, this mountain was far from dry. From this point onward, we had a constant supply of water all the way to almost the top, basically. Are you comfy, Sophie?
Oh, I think I might fall asleep.
Having a good chill, yeah? We made it to the first camping spot, Suaweza or whatever it's called, something of the sort. We could stop here as well, it wouldn't be a bad idea, but we are having quite a new plan after the summit tomorrow to head directly to Soran that way. Through a path that's over there, and there are a few villages. I will probably manage to hitch a ride sooner or later. So yeah, and then plus that we'll have a shorter way tomorrow, so we better make it to the next camping site. It's not far anyway, like 3 kilometers maybe, and 350 meters of elevation to ascend. So yeah, but we're going to have a nice break here. We're going to make a cup of coffee, and then we're going to have noodles, and we're going to have a fish tin as well, fishy fish. And Sophie wants to make for tonight for dinner a rice with cheesy beans. Is that right, Sophie?
Yes, that is correct. Bon appetit.
The sun is setting behind the ridge, and we are just starting for the last leg of today's trip. We have about nearly 3 kilometers or so to the next camping spot. The time is 4 o'clock. We should make it there by 5 and have a nice sleep to attack the summit early tomorrow by dawn. Exactly.
Like little camps.
Where?
With the rock.
Ah, yeah. This is where we leave the road and get on the trail off-road. We need to be careful, just follow the trail strictly, There are supposed to be minefields around here, but as long as we stay on trail we should be fine. And it's beautiful, we have plenty of water streaming down. We should be at the camping spot in not long. No more water in the riverbed. Hopefully there is going to be some brook of sorts by the camping. Picked up again over here. We are almost there. Maybe less than half a kilometer to go. This is where we'll stay for tonight. Unfortunately, it's not that idyllic as I would like to hope, especially when it comes to pitching ground. I really don't know where we are going to pitch the tent so far. Potentially here, right off the trail, or maybe just down there. I cannot get the right perspective from up here to see how flat it is, so we'll have to go have a look. The water is down there. Perhaps we would be better to camp at the first spot. That was really lovely over there, and we have to go back down there anyway, so we could have camped there and come lightweight up here. But anyway, let's okay. Okay, there was this decent camping ground a bit further along the trail. It was originally wrongly placed on the map, that's why I stopped there to begin with. But it's good I decided to walk a bit further and check what's going on over here instead of camping over there hastily. That wasn't a nice spot. We had a long way down to the water and it was far from level. This is not perfectly level either. But yeah, it will do, and it will certainly be soft. We just offered to pitch the tent up and cook tea and do everything all by herself. Another beautiful morning has risen over Mount Halgurd. It's a bit cold still, but it will get warmer soon enough when the sun comes out over the ridge. We are getting ready to head for the summit slowly. Let's see how this is going. We'll have an apple for breakfast. We get some more snacks for the way, and then we have lunch on our way down. A fucking mission to put the shoes on in the morning. I suffered before doing that. Don't do it there, you'll get them wet. Better sit down.
Too late. Oh, these lasers.
We are ready. Our tent remains here waiting for us.
Oh, jumping right
And
in.
we are going straight up. We have started fully layered. It's still a bit freezing, but I guess we should be delayering anytime soon.
I hope so, when the sun comes out. Boom!
If we knew only, and if there is water, is there any water? I can hear it, yeah?
There is.
I think so, yeah. We don't have any visible trail around here. I want to believe that this area is mine-free. I mean, why would anyone put mines at such a high altitude? But nevertheless, just this little part, once we reach the creek over there, yeah, we are just fine for the rest. Well, yeah, that's just going straight for the summit, yeah. That's no battleground for any reason.
You can get there.
Scrambling. And here begins the main ascent. Since we weren't allowed to try to climb from the other side, the east side, as the norm is, where the mountain is much smoother, we had to come from this side without any knowledge of whether it's possible at all. Basically, that guy we met in the town in Choman, he was a guide. We just met him somehow randomly, and he told us that this side wasn't possible at all, but as it gets proven now, he was just lying basically to make sure, or to try to persuade us to go with him and pay him. But after all, yeah, we came this side, and the climb was just straightforward and easy, perhaps even better than the other side, just a little bit of scrambling and nothing too much, nice views and all good.
How different it feels having one hand out of the game.
The sun was there.
I really did. I thought we're doing fucking great.
Yeah, unfortunately we have quite a long way to go. Well, relatively not long, but relatively with that, quite a long way.
Oops.
Let's get going slowly. At the sun.
Yay.
We're having a little break, eating dry apricots, biscuits and almonds. We have about 300 meters to climb till. Maybe half an hour or so I will be on the top. At last the sun reached us over the ridge, warming and reanimating. Found some this metallic sheet.
Helmet or mine?
Mine certainly not. It looks like a helmet. It could be a helmet. If not, I'm not quite sure what it could be. Almost there. We can see the summit straight ahead. We made it to the ridge. We just have this short climb to the peak This is the first time we are viewing the side of the mountain since we started climbing. Well, since the first night at least.
So with this heavy in the way, we would have...
The last few meters to the summit, the highest of the mountain's 3 peaks, very satisfying. One more.
One more.
We made it. This is it, we made it. Top of Mount Halgurd, 3,607 meters above sea. Yeah, lovely trip. No problems whatsoever, no mines, no PKK, just a little bit of Peshmerga at the beginning. They didn't want to let us go, but we managed it in the end. Everything went very smoothly, very easy ascent. Just a little bit of easy scrambling for the summit, and as for the rest, yeah, easy paths and trails to follow. There was plenty of water along the way, and this is it. How do you like it, Sophie?
The camera. It's a good last trek of our trip.
Good last trek, unless we get the chance to do one in Taurus Mountains as well. Let's see what time we're going to have. Otherwise next time, not for some months, at least something as spectacular and remote. There's pretty much nothing all around. Over there is Chikadar, the highest mountain of the country. This is the 2nd-highest, and that's where the border between Iraq and Iran runs along. So all that down there is Iran.